Welcome back to Monkey See, Monkey Do. For those who don't know, my friend Matt Doohan is an incredible shapeshifter, and today he has taken the form of
the better looking version.
the better looking version. Mr. Luke Brand, how you doing, bro?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, man. Good. So Luke and I, we met on a Zero to Hero camp. It's a 5-day camp where we address the mental health and mental well-being of teenagers. So wanted to get you on again because last time we discussed all your journey up until today.
Yeah.
And then today, man, you've got some cool things that you've been working on ever since.
Crazy
So
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. Since that last podcast,
Yeah.
I've worked with a YouTube channel called How Ridiculous. I helped build the world's largest rubber band ball,
Yeah.
and then they dropped it out of a helicopter. So, yeah. I am organising a music festival.
Now that's what's pretty exciting.
Yeah, that's another thing. And I won a Yes Theory trip
Yeah.
to somewhere and some place and sometime.
All right. So let's go to the music festival. What is it and what's the plan? Also, I want to tell everyone you're 18, right?
Yeah.
And you've done heaps of crazy shit. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
You're a hustler, and you're not even slowing down. So
I slowed down a tiny bit, but you need breaks.
Just a break.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the music festival.
Yeah. It's sort of. I've been to I think 3 music festivals since I've turned 18, and I really enjoy them. So.
Naturally.
Yeah. I thought we don't really have anything down here except like Crab Fest. What else? Crab Fest.
Yeah, I mean, if people were like, what should we go to Mandurah for? It's like Crab Fest.
The Lab.
The Lab now, yeah. My friends over at the Lab, they were killing it, man. If you don't know who the Lab are, check them out on IG. I think it's the Lab Perth. Just music scene's taking over Mandurah and moving towards Perth and everything else, so check that out. So you're planning a music festival for Mandurah because what's the reason?
Well, I feel like Mandurah doesn't really get the music like scene that other we don't really get any music scene at all.
Not really.
Like, it's mainly the city, like we don't really get anything. And also I feel like because like with my mental health stuff, I feel like music is a big part of my mental health.
Yeah.
Like that helps this fly. It's like
It
karate
really loves
chopping
you, man. Like it just wants to congratulate you.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I should have sat where you are. I'm wearing a cap right now. You're the one that wore the sunnies. And,
Do you want to switch?
Nah, we're good. I'm gonna torture myself now.
Mental health. Music has been a big part of my mental health. Like, it's helped me a lot.
Yeah.
Like, music helps.
I think it's universal. Hey, like you find a beat that you can lose yourself to, and it's just
like you can relate to it, even though it's not. You can relate. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought it would be sick to just have a music scene down here, and it has a few of my favorite bands at the moment. So it'd be a cool experience to do.
Yeah. And I guess the same with my friends over at the Lab. There is a gap, and rather than waiting for someone to fill it, you're just like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it myself.
Yeah. I was gonna reach out to the people who organise seasons.
Yep.
But then
what seasons?
It's like a festival type thing that they do in the city. So.
You forget, dude. You're the fresh 18-year-old. I'm already just enjoying early nights. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah. I've been falling asleep at like 7, so.
Perfect. You know how I feel.
I was gonna reach out to them, but then I thought it's not really. They have their own thing, and it would be cool to, like, locally. I'm more of a local person.
Yeah.
That's like what I did with my walk event that I did last.
Yep. Where'd you walk?
It's from Secret Harbour all the way to Mandurah.
How far is that?
I think it was like 20, 30 kilometres. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
But it was
you do it for charity.
Yeah, it was a
mental
cool
health,
event.
right?
Yeah, I think we raised like, I think it was $7,000. and that was pretty cool.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah. And then I spoke at the Red Cape Ball, and I donated it that night to Zero to Hero.
Oh, you donated the something at your when you were doing a speech?
Yeah, the scariest speech. Yeah, it was,
oh yeah, I'm forgetting. This is a different podcast than what we spoke before.
Yeah.
So do you want to give people just an overlay of what you have and
what I've done?
Yeah. Just in case no one caught the last one.
I have a podcast and a business.
Yep.
Or I have a business, but there's a podcast. That was a loud wave. I do podcast, clothing, events, and I basically just mental health. Like my brand is Theories of Strength, and it's using because I have Asperger's, and
yeah, that's probably a really
yeah. I should probably say that. Yeah, with my Asperger's, I find it hard to communicate and socialize, but with all the stuff that I do, it helps push. It's like a mask, but it's just like.
Because that's what we discussed before.
Yeah,
hey?
the mask.
Just putting that mask on enables you to overcome the Asperger's and just go, you know what, this is my identity, not that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we deep dived really into that before.
Yeah.
So, if you haven't checked it out, Oasis Project with Luke Brand.
That was a pretty cool podcast.
Was a really good chat. It was like an hour and a half. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was one part where your cat jumped into the door, and it was so
Dude, this is why I'm so grateful that we're now outside, because now I can leave the cat at home. I'm so happy with that.
So
like, he was part of the podcast for sure, but like, I've moved on. You know, we're seeing other people. So you found a gap. You have your business. What drives you, dude? Like, what makes you want to keep doing this for your local scene? Like, what makes you not just want to sit down on YouTube and fucking watch that for 8 hours a day?
I do that, but I do.
We'll cut that
out. I don't know. I feel like watching the people that I do watch on YouTube, like Yes Theory.
Yeah.
Mainly Yes Theory. Who else? Oh, Sidemen.
Yeah.
I feel like we just don't really have content, or like we don't really have the stuff like they have like boxing events.
Yeah.
And like Australia doesn't really have anything. We had UFC, but that wasn't even.
Yeah, like that's not done by us. It's getting other people in to do that.
Yeah. So they don't really have like stuff large like that in Australia. So that's my main goal. But that's what like drives me to do the stuff.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Sick. I recently had a talk with work, and I'm kind of dialing it back because the amount of hours that I work. For same reason, not for doing something that's like pushing the boundaries, but I just want to focus on more stuff that I can build and I can do and I can enjoy, rather than just, you know, I spoke with Matt before in the last episode about like side hustles and how we're living in like the era of side hustles, right? Like one wage just isn't enough anymore. You got to have 6, like, and so it's not so much about that. It's more so like the idea of having to work for someone else for the remainder of my working life, it horrifies me. And I just am like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. The job that I was in wasn't the great. It was a pretty cool job. The people I got to like. Yeah. I have become friends with some really cool people. Yeah. But my manager didn't really know. Yeah. What they were doing. Yeah. And but
that's the thing about like, and we spoke a lot about this on camp. Like that's the thing about leaders is. Then there can be managers and there can be leaders because they're two very different things. Like, you know, it's just managers tend to get a rap of like leading from the back. Yeah. Like this, that, the other, whereas a leader will be at the front, you know, like, and I find that if you are realizing that, especially at your age, dude, like if you're realizing that already, that's way further than the curve that I was on. Yeah. And it's just, it took me a while to realize that these people who are managing you and guiding you, sometimes they're guiding you for one in the wrong direction. And I often say like a bad manager or even a bad leader is like drinking from a poisoned well, right? Like, so they come in, they infect everybody, and then you have that, and then your interactions are probably shitty with other people, and then you go home and you're probably still in a mood because you had a shit day, and then you you're not so great. Yeah, man, it's just
cycle.
It's horrible, and
Yeah.
and so, and thankfully, I actually work. My boss at the minute in youth work is actually a really good leader, I must say. But you know, even saying that, I think a good leader will push you so far, and then you're like, all right, it's time for me to take my own reins and do that myself. So it's cool that you're doing that, man. And then you win. You said about the yes theory. Aren't you fucking like taking someone on a plane or something?
Wait, what?
Is it? Aren't you going like on a plane or a helicopter or something crazy?
That's different.
That's different.
So that's my channel.
That's yours, dude.
But with the yes theory thing, I'm friends with a few of them.
Yeah.
But they did a thing last year. They went to this. It was like this. What is it? Remote town in Africa.
Yeah.
It was like this tribe.
Yeah.
And he spent a night or 2 nights with them. But at the start of that video, he said that if you buy through the holiday drop that they're dropping, three people are going to win a trip with them next year, and that's this year. But I also this scary.
It's weird. It was really small when we started recording, and now like there's just really loud waves coming in. I'm really hoping that when this audio comes out, people can actually hear us. If not, I apologize because we're still going to post it anyway.
Yeah.
There's another big one, dude.
Jeez. Yeah. But with this, I misread the email.
Yeah.
And I think this was for something completely different, but I thought it was for the trip.
Yeah.
And because so you had to make a video saying, I think it was asking a question to their younger self, like their younger self.
Yeah. But so you asking a question to your younger self, or?
No, to their younger self.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I went all out and I put like a highlight reel of what I've done in the past 2 years.
Yeah.
And I added the first video call I had with him.
Yeah.
And I sent it to Matt, who he was one of the main 4 people.
Yeah.
But now he's like managing their clothing brand and he's writing a book. And I sent that to him and he said he will send it through. And I think that's what got me into this adventure.
Yeah.
Because the other people that I'm going on the trip with, so there's Gabriel and Maria.
Yeah.
Gabriel is from Quebec, Canada, and Maria is from Texas.
Nice.
So
all 3 of you were put together, and do you know what you're doing yet?
No.
It's gonna be a surprise. Like it's like, oh, pack your bags, you go in.
I have no clue.
No idea.
Nothing. No. Well, I don't think we were supposed to know this, but I think it's happening around May and June.
Okay, I was gonna say, do you want to say it? Because I'm gonna put this out.
It's fine. Yeah. So I'm hoping it happens in May or June because that'll be like near my birthday, so
that would be sick.
It'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, do you just thinking about what we're saying about the YouTube and everything else? Like, do you get caught up in the whole thing? Like, you need to be doing these kind of things, or do you do it from a place where that's just what you want to be doing?
I feel like I've done it so.
Because it's part of your working through the Asperger's, right? As well. So.
Yeah.
How does it feel for you?
I feel like for my Asperger's.
Yeah.
It helps, but I don't need to do it.
Yeah.
But I sort of just do it whenever, and it sort of like helps with my Asperger's whenever I do it.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know.
Yeah. Because I know we spoke on the previous podcast about just like the modern education and everything else, and I don't know, like I feel like myself. Even for my age at the minute, I just feel like I'm inundated with videos telling me like I need to like surf that wave. No, like I need to like, I don't know, just Andrew Huberman and all this kind of stuff, and it's just like wake up, see the sun, like go for a run, ice bath, then you work on your business, and it's like this, that, and the other, and it's just like lately I've been definitely feeling like I am overwhelmed in a certain sense. And it's not just from like videos, it's like a feeling of like, where am I? Like, where am I going? And trying to really find the direction which I want to travel. So it's interesting that you've done it so early. I'm really excited to see you like grow as you get older and see what you're capable of, because you've done a hell of a lot already.
Yeah, it is very overwhelming.
Yeah.
I did have I think it was after the Red Cape Ball.
Yep.
I just went straight to like, I couldn't
withdraw
do
and like,
It was because there was so much happening at the same time. Like I was selling clothes, I was doing the Red Cape Ball.
Yeah.
So much people were reaching out to me, and I was doing podcasts I was like trapped in a corner. But I feel like the break that I have had, which is still going, sort of.
Yeah.
I'm like sort of picking out my business. I'm not like putting as
Have
much.
you ever listened to the Matthew McConaughey autobiography?
No, I think I have.
It's worth listening to.
I've heard. Yeah.
Some people don't like it because he talks about himself a lot, but it's an autobiography, so it's like that's the whole point. But in it, he talks about like he compares the things he's doing in his life to getting grades, and he's like, "Cool, I'm doing 8 different things, and I'm getting C's in all of them, but I want to get A's in 3."
Yeah.
So he's like, now it's time to narrow down which ones I don't want in my life anymore, and which ones I want to really focus on.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like where I'm at the minute. Like I had to just dial back a few things I was doing because I was like doing this podcast, and I wanted to be like the best. I wanted to be like visual quality, audio quality, everything else. And shit, even that, you're like, fuck man, I've dived into the deep end. I don't even know what I'm doing. It's like, all right, let's dial it back. Let's just, what is it? What does it mean to me? I just want to talk. I just want to get out and about. So now it's simple. It's done. It's, you know, I don't know how this audio is going to come out, but but we'll get there.
I like this though. Like it's because I feel like there's not really podcasts like this.
Yeah.
And it's pretty, like there's not podcasts that like go.
Dude, you're just like, oh, the surf is great today. Let's just go watch the waves. I mean, in hindsight, probably further away from the waves next time. But I mean, hopefully the video is good. You might not be able to hear us, but
we'll see. We don't know the sun.
But yeah, I mean, simplifying a lot of things just helps you progress. Like I find that I'm an overthinker, and I always have been. I think I'd like to say I always will be. I try not to be, but it's just there. And so learning to strip things back to its most simple form has been a skill I'm working on in the minute because it's helping me heaps. Yeah. It's just like, I'll go back to the example of like watching TV and stuff, and like lately I've just been like, I think I've got to a point where I just really don't like this. Yeah. Like it's not doing anything for me, and it's so easy just to switch on a TV and just sit there and go, ah.
Bedtime at 7.
Yeah. Bedtime at 7.
That's literally it. I'm doing that now.
And so that's why I'm like, so today I got back from work, got back at 11:30, I went to the gym, we're here, and I feel like I just want to put more effort into
something you enjoy.
The good shit.
Yeah.
And so I keep saying it, man, but like for you to know that already is incredible, is great. By the time you're your age, fuck me, can't speak. By the time you're my age, you'd probably be a millionaire, mate. So, like, you'd be laughing.
Yeah. Crap, I was going to say something. What were you talking about? You were.
So here's the thing about this podcast: we tend to jump from topic to topic. We were talking about we went from leaders, and then we were talking about what are we talking about? Then we went on to the music. And then we were discussing the fact that being able to cope through these different things. You had like a time where you pulled back quite a bit, and that's where we finished it off.
Yeah, it's just fully gone.
So here's the funny thing. When I'm with Matt, like we just tend to interrupt each other. So just jump in, dude.
Okay.
We're like used to it by now. It's just like if something makes you think, be like, ah.
Yeah, because it full on just went.
Put your hand up and we'll get to you when we can. I'm stoked that you come on because you've actually supported us. You supported the last podcast anyway. But you've showed heaps of support for us so far anyway, and so I'm very grateful to have you here and just have you like here to have a chat, man. Because
I'm glad to be a part of it again.
I should have bought you a beer.
I was gonna bring some CCs
like, now you're
down.
18. I'm like, fuck, I should have bought a beer for him.
Yeah, I was gonna bring some Canadian clubs.
I've let you down. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
But so the music festival. Do you have any like names that you're thinking about bringing to Mandurah?
Like the artist?
Yeah, like is there any people that you've kind of got in your mind that you're like, you really want, like maybe not ones that have said yes so far, but people who you are just eyeing off, you're like, right, I need you to get into this town?
Well, it's weird. All the people that have asked so far,
Yeah.
they've all said yes.
Oh, that's great. I love it when things work out.
So I've got Coterie, which are the largest. I think they're number one in New Zealand at the moment, which is crazy. I got Dice. They're pretty big in WA. I've got Dear Sunday. They're all like indie
I'm going to
bands.
pretend like I know these people. Yeah. They fucking Dice? What?
Yeah. I got Sophian. They're another indie band.
Yeah.
There's I got some local bands. I got Sunny Day.
From here?
Yeah.
Yes, sick.
So Sunny Day. I think they've changed the name. They were Aquarius Rage, but now it's crap. What is it?
Aquarius Rage?
Yeah. They were something.
Yeah.
No, they are something now. Crap. But it's fully.
It's fine.
Yeah. I used to go to school with him, so I thought it would be cool to have him at this festival with.
Yeah. And where are you planning on putting it in Mandurah?
Rushton Park. It was going to be near the skate park on that massive grassed area.
That'd be fun because you have skaters and shit in the background. You can invite like good skaters and stuff.
Yeah, but there's noise laws and they can only have 2 events there every year. So I have to work around.
King's Carnival is probably like,
Yeah. Yeah. So, at the moment I'm just getting quotes on everything.
Yeah.
So I have to get the stage, the security, the drinks, the sponsor.
Yeah.
It's a lot, but it's...
Well, I know some people that you met previously.
Yeah.
I'm stoked that I can put you in contact with the guys in the lab,
that's going to help a lot.
That's
the one I was struggling with the most.
Yeah, which is great. Like, I love the fact that, this podcast is just from setting up has enabled you two to meet and exchange details, because what you guys could do together would be...
It's crazy.
Would be ridiculous.
Yeah. I also, at the moment, I'm in talks. I don't know if you know. Do you know Baby No Money?
Who?
Baby No Money.
Yes.
He did. It was like a.
I know Baby when he had money.
Yeah.
So that's how far we go back.
He did the. When I popped off, then you gonna get this. Okay. Well, he's pretty big, but
You're gonna be singing on the podcast
that's
now.
All good. So. I'm hoping. I'm trying to get him on it as well.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be cool. I'm sort of just getting people.
Yeah, putting feelers out, and that's cool that people have come back already and be like, we'd be keen, like really keen to do it.
Yeah.
There's another good way of coming through. But that would be really exciting because, I've started hosting the Lab podcast, and one thing for them is building up the local music scene because it's just been missing for so long.
Yeah,
and it's nice that not only am I hosting a podcast where their main focus is that, but I also know yourself and you're also doing the same thing. So it's like, it's just building up this town and building it up. And I'm stoked to see what it's going to be like in like 5 years and just be like, remember like 5 years ago when we were like, hey, we should have some more music.
And now you never know where it's going to be.
And now you're like, fuck, I can't get them to shut up and I can't sleep at night. So it's underground raves.
That'd be sick. Do they? They don't have that here, do they?
Nah.
An underground, I would go to that.
Yeah.
I actually haven't been clubbing yet. I've only been
clubbing?
No, I've been to festivals. That's it. It's
See,
very different.
I can't give a valid opinion on clubbing here because I've only gone to like places in Mandurah for a drink late at night and was so disappointed by it that I was like, I'm done. And then I got to, that was like 25 when I first got here. And now I'm hitting like 31. I'm 32 this year, dude. And I'm like,
Jeez.
right? And I'm like, I just don't like that anymore. Like, send me to Sneaky Tony's in Perth. Get me a cool fucking bar like Petition. I'm all for it.
I'm like that now. So,
you're an old man.
Yeah. And I play golf, so
all your music festivals are gonna be done by 4. Like, guys, we're gonna finish at 4. We're gonna play mahjong, and then we're gonna have dinner, and then everyone's gonna go home.
6.
What?
Mario Kart at 6.
Yeah, or Super Mario 64. Like.
Oh yeah.
You've been working on photography lately, hey dude.
Yeah.
And because I've been seeing your like drone footage, your images, and everything else. How's that going?
Yeah. I've sort of just been going on adventures with my family.
Yeah.
And just bringing all my equipment.
Yeah.
Because I have like $3,000 worth of equipment, so I may as well use it.
You never know what's going to happen, right?
Yeah. And I don't know, I've just been making like little, they're not even vlogs, they're just like little edits of what my family do.
Yeah.
And
I might link your IG if you're cool with that on things so people can check out the footage.
Yeah.
It's really cool. We because we're going to speak to a photographer soon, actually. I think he's also I think he's counsellor for tourism. I'm probably butchering that. Matt knows. But yeah, so he's a photographer and he's got some really cool photos. So I'm excited to talk to him as well. So it's good to speak to people who are creative minded, because then I'm like, what do I need to change about this?
Yeah.
Like knowing not to come out at like 2 o'clock and you
With
just
the
get
sun.
fucking burnt and die. And don't park up next to waves crashing because the audio is going to be off.
Or even the walk, that was an extra 30 minutes. But that was my fault.
20 minutes that way.
That was sort of my fault. Because these are the stairs that...
My car is there. We walked 20 minutes the opposite
fine.
direction.
It's
all right.
exercise.
But nah, so like Caitlin has been working on photography as well. So it seems to like keep popping up. And I don't know if you ever feel this way, but I often feel like if things pop up a lot, they're kind of like a signal that you're almost heading in the right direction. So I feel like it's an affirmation for me. It's like, all right, keep going. Like things pop up. You're like, let's talk about it. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like you were like, oh, music festival. It's like, hey, let's talk about that. And the day that we recorded, my buddies from the lab came down and was like, hey, like,
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
That's like linked.
Yeah. And so like photography keeps coming up, and then our next guest will be a photographer as well. And yeah, man. So just really like, I'm really like trying to follow the signs at the minute and like trying to like be a bit more positive, because for a while there, I think because I come back from traveling and then I was like, fuck, I got to work and I got to do all this. And I was just really negative. So now I'm like, nah, let's switch that around and do some good.
I feel like it's because you went like, you went to Europe, didn't you?
Yeah, I went to Europe and I went to Tasmania, yeah.
I feel like after going to all those like cool places, and you just go back here and just...
You come back to like... But what I'm grateful for is that, this is why I'm also pushing for the podcast to be outside, is that I need to remember how beautiful that is.
Yeah, Mandurah is...
Yeah, and so being outside and seeing it and just being able to record here, it reminds me of how lucky I am to come home and live in a place like this.
Yeah.
So, and you're literally like 5 minutes that way.
Yeah, I'm like 3 streets down from
Yeah, you're just like, oh yeah, I'll walk down.
I sometimes forget that like Mandurah is like a holiday town.
People come here for weekends away and stuff,
I completely forget.
Yeah.
Because it's
But
so
I
pretty.
think that's also part of the problem as well with Mandurah, is that it is a holiday town, so people don't bother in times when the holiday period is over.
Yeah.
So where all the rest of us live here, it's like, all right, it's time to build this up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, I'm excited to be I'm excited to be like in a group of creatives where they're like, cool, let's just bring awareness to the town. Let's bring it up. Let's showcase what it can be.
Yeah.
It's funny. In like 5 years' time, we'll be like, I wish we didn't do that. There's too many people here now.
Isn't there like I think there's like a creative studio type thing. It's like...
No, it's not Studio 21, is it? Or something like that?
No, but I have heard of that. It's
Yeah.
like, I don't know, it's across from, is it the Pen? There's like this...
I don't know.
It's like next to this place with really good drinks, but you go next door and it's just like... Are
you talking about the Pen with the drinks, or...?
No, it's like across the road.
Yeah.
They have some really good drink, and the burgers are good. But
Top tip.
Yeah.
Burgers are good at the unknown place that Lou can't remember. Go there.
But it's just like this you get like, you can film, you can...
Yeah.
Like, I forgot what it's called, but...
I'm going to have to check it out.
Yeah, I haven't been there yet, but I want to go there. I've just heard of it.
Yeah, all right. Well, sounds like a plan to check that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, apart from that, man, just trying to really change the way I see things, because it was so easy to slip back into like a boring life where you just accept things that come in your way. And I was like, so I've been really working on changing that outlook and being like a bit more caring about other people and understanding their story and where they're coming from, because I feel like that's where my mindset was with the last podcast, and it really helped me like learn about people, learn about their journeys and everything else. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So what else are you doing now? like with your business and everything else? Because have you put that aside for a little bit while you kind of work for everything, or?
Yeah. I haven't touched it for a bit.
Yeah.
But I created my new hoodies.
Yep.
They're sick. It's like I don't know what it is, but it's like a varsity type design.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It looks good.
Send me a picture after, dude.
Yeah. But I'm also I do like the podcast.
Yeah.
But getting in contact with the people that I do get in contact with,
yeah,
and to keep that going.
Because you were getting some high-end guests on there, right?
Yeah, I don't get how I got some of these guys. I got someone from a Disney movie, Encanto.
Yeah.
Have you seen Encanto?
Yeah. It's a great movie.
I love it.
So good.
I watched it like
We're
on the
not
weekend.
talking about Bruno.
Yeah. I got the lady who voices Dolores on it.
Yeah, so that's sick.
Yeah, and I'm like a huge Disney.
Dude, I work with kids, and I'm like, this is a perfect excuse to put these movies on. Yes.
Yeah, I'm a huge Disney nerd, so like I was fangirling a bit. But yeah, some of the people, I even like working with How Ridiculous. Because I was gonna have them on my podcast.
Yeah.
But then I just ended up working with them.
Yeah.
And I don't know, but I think when I work, because I went back to retail.
Yeah.
And that's when I sort of started pushing my stuff away. But
Yep.
I need to learn to like incorporate them both. Like it's hard though.
It is difficult, like finding a balance between, because obviously you can't just create something and all of a sudden that's all you have to do. You have to go through the process of, all right, we're gonna have to work, and earn some money, and also build this at the same time. So it is difficult, man. Like, and hats off to people who just dive straight in. Like one of my old bosses, Nat. She opened and started Matea in town. Great cafe, great coffee, and I think she was selling. I want to say she was in like agriculture, like she was selling like chemicals to farmers. I could be butchering that story because, she'd probably be like, dude, that's not what I do. But then she just started like the cafe. She was like, this is not what I want to do. This is not my dream. I'm starting this. And so some people, but then you'd have to put the work in before.
Yeah, you just need to put a lot of effort into it.
And so finding that balance is super important to be able to navigate somewhere that you don't want to be.
Yeah.
To then come home and do something you love, but all your energy is sapped away.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow.
I feel like that's where I struggled because I was working like 9-hour shifts. I was drained by then.
Yeah.
But I feel like now that I'm unemployed, I'm trying to look for like a casual job.
Yeah.
Before I go on this trip.
Yeah.
Wherever I'm going, but I don't know. Because I liked working that much hours.
Yeah.
But also I couldn't do. Well, I could, but I just didn't have the motivation to do it.
Your heart's not there, and if your heart's not there, man, you got other passions. Like, find a way to make that fucking work, man.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll end up 10 years down the line, and you're like, I still have done half of what I had planned to do, and I'm now working more because I want more money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So while you're at home, if you've got a passion, man, just fucking chase it.
I've just been, because I sort of just sit at home now. So I've sort of just been working on the event.
Yeah.
And also just ideas of like stuff I could do.
Yeah.
Like the helicopter.
Yeah, that is nuts.
Yeah.
Explain to me what that is, because you have a sponsor, you have a bananas idea, and it's all going ahead. So please tell me what it is.
So I'm pretty sure 7-Eleven are sponsoring it.
Yeah.
They have been a bit iffy, but that's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am going. And I don't know if I'm either going to do it in Mandurah or the city.
Yeah.
Because the helicopter place is closer to the city, but also it would be cool to take someone from Mandurah to have that experience.
Yeah.
But I'm going to take a stranger on a helicopter ride over the city.
So you're going to pick them out the street?
Yeah.
So you're just going to walk the street and be like, hey.
Yeah. I'll probably panic a bit because of my Asperger.
Because the Asperger, you're like, oh. And also, we're picking you up in a white van.
Yeah.
Hope it's all right.
No, I'm hoping to get like a cool car.
Sick.
Yeah, so it's going to be like a cool...
Yeah, don't pick them up in like a white Transformer or something.
No, I'm going to... I have ideas that just bounce. Yeah. So
getting them on paper and seeing them through.
But I feel like a helicopter ride with a stranger, I'll make a super cool new friend, and it's just a cool experience.
Yeah.
So,
if you can get a sponsored trip on a helicopter, like do it every day.
they're pretty cheap actually. Like,
Really?
Yeah. For like a 6-minute helicopter ride, it's like $99.
It's also 6 minutes.
Yeah.
But no, that's sick, dude. And I'm super excited to know you and see where you go. I feel like every time I talk to you, I also get like a new leash of inspiration. It's like, all right, Jay, stop being a lazy twat. Or get a grip.
I'm pretty lazy, but thank you. That means a lot.
Well, you don't seem like it. Yeah. So, but yeah. So, in speaking of balance, yeah, I've dialed back my hours at work just because I want to start working on shit for me, man. Like I've been working since I was 15, like full time, and I'm just like, I'm bored of it now.
Yeah.
And I want to do something for me. So
Yeah.
we might have to call it there, dude, unless you want to discuss anything else, because I am sizzling.
Yeah, I'm shaded by the chair.
Yeah, lucky you. I'm here sweating one out. Like my hair is drenched.
I thought that was like an umbrella here.
I'm glad you've had the greatest time.
Yeah.
I've been squinting and sweating this entire episode.
5 stars for the hospitality. It's good.
Yeah. I got you. You got the nice seat, and I think a nice wave to finish us off with.
Yeah. Massive wave. Jeez.
All right.
Yeah.
Cheers, my brother.
Thank you
we'll
for
talk
having
soon,
me.
man.
I'll see.
Peace.